Meaning of airplane in dream. Airplanes take us to destinations. In our lives we go to destinations when we reach for goals, achieve ambitions, or arrive at new phases of life. This use of the symbolism of airplanes is the most common, though the possibilities are far and wide. Planes in dreams are commonly used to symbolize going places in life, because planes take us to destinations, and dreams use analogies and comparisons to create symbolism. Ambitions and goals are destinations in your life you want to reach, and a plane is the fastest vehicle for reaching a destination. Slower moving vehicles are used to symbolize goals and personal destinations that take longer to reach. However, all symbols have variations, and a plane flying away from you can symbolize a situation or ambition that's quickly getting away from you. In dreams about airplanes, the meaning of the symbolism can be defined by your roles in the situation and the nature and circumstances of the flight. Are you a passenger or a pilot? Being the pilot of the plane implies that you make the decisions or are the one responsible, especially in a group situation. If you are the passenger, then it can mean you are along for the ride and don't control the direction or make the decisions. Is the plane a commercial jet, a jet fighter, a crop duster? A jet fighter is the image of adrenaline rush and excitement, while a crop duster can symbolize taking things slow and easy. Flying an airplane can symbolize the control you have in reaching a destination. Flying with confidence can represent feelings of control. You know where you're going in life and how to get there. Hesitance or inability to fly can symbolize lack of control or uncertainty. You don't know where you're going or how to get there, or you're learning as you go. Flying in an airplane can symbolize high ideals or lofty goals, symbolism created by the fact that planes fly high in the sky. If the plane flies too high, or is limited in how high it can go, you might be overreaching and need to be more grounded. If the plane flies too low, you might be aiming too low. You can set your sights higher. Arriving in an airplane can symbolize that you have arrived at a destination in life. For example, you have found the success you seek, a risk pays off, or a new phase of life begins. Departing in an airplane can symbolize taking off. For example, an airplane taking off can symbolize a new and exciting romantic relationships, or a project that gets off the ground. It can symbolize desire to escape. A business owner dreams that he boards an airplane and it taxis down the runway. He stands at the doorway and beckons his employees to catch up and jump aboard. The imagery symbolizes his efforts to get his employees to catch up with him. The business is taking off, and he is way ahead of them. He wants them to catch up. A plane disappearing into the clouds suggests the idea of wanting to get away or disappear. A plane crash can symbolize an ambition or goal that isn't reached. It can symbolize a disaster or calamity, a job or relationship that ends, a plan that falls through, illness or death. Turbulence while flying in a plane can indicate difficulties in life. They could come from an external source, such as arguments with a spouse, ill health, or trouble handling schoolwork. Or the source can be in your emotions. Like something is rocking your boat. Because planes are a fast way of traveling long distances, they can symbolize being in a hurry, or sudden changes. For people who travel a lot on airplanes, the symbolism can relate to the reasons they travel, like the business or leisure. For example, some business travelers who are constantly bombarded by phone calls and emails catch a break only while on a plane, though in-flight Wi-Fi means there is no longer an excuse to disconnect. For them, flying in an airplane can symbolize time to catch up on other work or take a breather. Planning a flight can symbolize thoughts related to how to reach a goal or personal destination. It can be used to compare with anything that requires planning or preparation. An airplane can symbolize exploration of your spiritual side or spiritual ideas. Spirits are commonly represented as able to fly, so an airplane can be used to symbolize related ideas and make comparisons that can create symbolism. A person who has passed away can be visualized in a dream as stepping aboard an airplane or taking off in one. A plane broken in half can mean you're divided about something. For example, a young man whose father died from illness dreams that he's with family members watching his father board a plane. His father tells them he will be back soon and loves them all. The plane takes off and breaks in half in a fiery disaster. The imagery captures the dreamer's thoughts and feelings about whether to believe his father is alive in the afterlife. The plane breaking in half symbolizes his internal division. On the one hand, he wants to believe it. On the other hand, he has no proof. Jumping out of a plane can symbolize abandoning a project or relationship. A plane in a hangar can symbolize lack of excitement or unused potential. A flight that is delayed can symbolize a delay in your life. A cancelled flight can have similar meaning, except that the symbolism is related to something that is cancelled or abandoned, such as plans. Some people fear flying in a plane, and their dreams can address this fear. Also consider that a fear of flying can symbolize another fear, such as fear of success, failure, or death.